Hey everyone, Xbox Game Pass is getting an upgrade. We've listened to your feedback, and now you have even more freedom to choose how you play the games you want.
Bro. So we've listened to your concerns and we decided to upgrade the Game Pass, and the only thing we upgraded is the price. You know what I'm saying? We upgraded it by 50%, you know what I'm saying? Just shut up. Game Pass is now $30. I don't know what they're doing, bro. They're gonna destroy the whole Xbox brand, but hey, who am I? We're gonna watch this video by Charlie and talk some smack, okay?
I used to love Xbox, man. What happened to the game I used to love? What it has become is just embarrassing. Every step of the way, they're finding new lows to hit. Today, Xbox has announced a Game Pass change, and it's a doozy. Try a 50% price increase to the Game Pass Ultimate tier. Yeah, and it is revolting. It's going about as well as me in a dunk competition.
I'll be honest, okay? Everyone was expecting Game Pass, to increase the price, but I thought they're gonna increase it by like $2, we're like at worst case scenario, like $5, you know what I'm saying? But like, no, they just doubled it, bro. That's so stupid. Why the fuck would you do that? And they didn't tell no one, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now are people fucking panicking, trying to close the subscription as fast as possible so they don't have to pay $30, because guess what? The Game Pass Ultimate isn't worth $30. Fight me if you want, but it's not.
They have increased the price to $30 a month for the Ultimate tier, and the two previous tiers for Essential and Premium are just not worth it. The Ultimate tier is the only one that lets you get the games day one, and for a large number of people, that was one of the main draws of the service here. And even though the Xbox catalog has been like a fucking Magikarp over the last few years, just extremely weak, the value you got out.
Yeah, but they bought Activision Blizzard, right? So it would get way better because of Call of Duty and shit. But $30, honestly, I will just buy Call of Duty straight up, you know what I'm saying? I don't even care.
Of Game Pass at the previous price point made up for it. Like, it was worth it, and it's something that I glazed quite a bit. But now at this price point, the fuck is the point in keeping it anymore? It's just not worth it, and a lot of people are now canceling their subscription to Game Pass in response to these price increases. It's just L after L for Xbox. Like, even just recently, they farted out a new price increase for the consoles in a time period where Xboxes are like fucking fossils. Like, you can't give those bitches away sometimes. It's a console.
They were giving them out for years. Like I said, they were packing them with new TVs for years.
That doesn't have a whole lot of reasons to buy it unless your friends are already on it, but chances are your friends have already moved past it.
Like, listen. Xbox, I respect the backwards compatibility. I really like it. You know what I'm saying? I had 360, I had one, you know what I'm saying? So getting Series X would be great, right? Because of the backwards compatibility and shit. But like the Xbox catalog is kinda ass, and every game is available on PC, so there's no reason for me to get Series X right now, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you already have a PC or PS5, like, there's really no reason, you know what I'm saying?
Because being an Xbox fan in 2025 is like being a fidget spinner enthusiast. It's just not cool. It's lame. Like, it is so far past its prime now. And it brings me no joy saying that, by the way. As I have always proudly stated, Xbox and Xbox 360 have been my favorite gaming experiences. Those two consoles, I think, are the most important pieces of, like, gaming hardware ever made. But once the Xbox One...
Nintendo DS, the most important, then PS2, then Xbox 360. Easy.
came out, that's when it all went tits up, and it is not recovered. You hate to see what Xbox has become. And anytime I talk about Xbox or like criticize a lot of the decisions they made over the years, somehow there is still like this last holdout of warriors willing to fight Xbox's PR battles for them, even though the general, Phil Spencer himself, constantly throws himself pity parties on every podcast that will have him about how they've lost the console wars. Like, he himself recognizes how far behind Xbox has fallen and how brutal it's been for them. And it just somehow keeps getting worse, even though they have this, like, come to Jesus moment of, man, we really put our own dick in our ass here. They don't do anything to course correct. Like, they did a good decision.
Well, they did. They increased the price of the consoles, and then they increased the price of the Game Pass, thinking they will make more money because people will keep, buying the consoles and keep the subscriptions, but they didn't. So they actually, they fucked themselves over. It is what it is.
A little while back that I praised a lot, where they dropped exclusivity. I think that is the brightest path forward for the industry, where every title hits every platform, so consumers have their pick of playing it on their preferred platform. And Xbox was kind of pushing that.
Well, sometimes that can work, right? Like for Sega, for example, Sega dropped, the whole console thing, and they just started, releasing their games on everything, and it worked out for them, wonderfully. So, like, yeah, if Xbox just, releases their games on everything, they don't actually have to make consoles or a platform. They can just make PC games and games for PlayStation and Nintendo. That might be the path, moving forward. Maybe keep the subscription, service active for other platforms, but $30 is crazy. There's no way around it, bro. Like, no one's gonna buy that shit.
And
maybe for a month, you know what I'm saying? You buy it for a month, you try to get, as much as possible from it, and then you drop it.
Appreciated it. But for every one step forward they've taken 20 steps back. And today it has been a catastrophic disaster for them, because now they're fucking their golden goose. They even posted a delusional video celebrating these Game Pass changes as if it's something that the community was asking for. It's so out of touch and tone deaf. Just take a peek at this.
Hey everyone, Xbox Game Pass is getting an upgrade. We've listened to your feedback, and now you have even more freedom to choose how you play the games you want.
Shut up, bro. So we've listened to your concerns, and we decided to upgrade the Game Pass, and the only thing we upgraded is the price. You know what I'm saying? We upgraded it by 50%, you know what I'm saying? Just shut up.
We've expanded all Xbox Game Pass plans to give you more games and more ways to play and more rewards than ever. Previously, Core was primarily for console, but Essential now lets you play games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. That means you have the freedom to stream and play on any supported device. And with cloud gaming, that includes a lot of devices.
So she goes through each tier with the upgrades that have been introduced, the improvements that they've augmented all of this with. And I'm just not fucking seeing it. Like, it really just seems like you get the same deal, but with more money needed to be forked over to achieve it. Like,
same deal, new names for the tiers, bigger price. It is what it is. That's the only fucking difference. Like, yeah, they changed 2 minor things, but it doesn't matter. It really fucking doesn't matter, bro.
The big thing that stands out to me is that they're putting more of a focus on, PC gaming. So instead of it being all about console, now you get more freedom to play on PC and like the cloud stuff. But for people that are like Xbox heads, they don't give a fuck about that. Like, they're not getting a much better deal. They're just having to pay more money for the deal. Like, it just doesn't seem worth it. And judging from the response from the community, almost nobody is defending it. I don't think there's anyone out there that actually thinks this is them listening to community feedback, because you need to pay $30 a month in order to like play Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on launch. Why would you do that? Why would you be paying $30 a month to then get access to a game day one? It's so fucking expensive.
If you can buy it for 70 and then don't pay for it no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't compute. Like, no one's gonna buy it, right? No one, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if you get it for free with a game, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can keep it for 3 months, but like, it's stupid. It's stupid.
At that point, you might as well just buy the game that you're interested in, as opposed to having this like ongoing expensive subscription to Game Pass Ultimate for it. It's just not worth it. The value is not there. It does seem like it is now just a price increase without offering any real reason or justification to fork over those doubloons for it. What the fuck is the point? Like, I don't know where the spin is coming that they're trying to put on it. Like, this is what you guys been asking for. Everyone's been begging to give us more money. All of you are asking to pay more for Game Pass, and we said, fine. Guess our hands are tied. We're reluctant to do this, but we're going.
And then they call it an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? That's so offensive. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you told your girlfriend that you're breaking up and she needs to leave her apartment, and you phrased it like, so I decided to upgrade our relationships from now on. we strangers. You know what I'm saying? It's so hilarious. Like, they need to fire the PR people, bro. Like, what the fuck? They need to fire a lot more than the PR team, but like the PR team, it's hilarious.
To increase the price by 50% per your feedback. It's what you guys were demanding, so we're just serving you the meal you ordered from the menu. Like, who's asking for that? Like, I don't know where it's coming from. And again, the things that they're talking about in the tier, like the tiers that they're introducing, it feels like it's mainly just PC cloud related stuff that I don't think the console players were really begging for in a big way, especially if it.
No one asked for cloud gaming ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things. I've never seen anyone playing, games on cloud. Never. None of my friends, none of my family members, no one. It's like, it's not bad, but like, why the fuck would you pay for a subscription to pay on cloud if you can just build a PC for a few $100? You know what I'm saying? No cloud needed. And you're on your money, basically, right? I can see cloud gaming being like the main platform in the future, but like in 10 years, maybe 15, you know what I'm saying? Definitely not in the near future.
It leads to a price increase.
The best thing about Ultimate is that you can play new games on day one. That includes games like Call of Duty Black Ops 7, The Outer Worlds 2, and High on Life 2. But now, the best is getting even better. Ultimate subscribers will get access to over 75 day one games a year. We're also adding 2 new partner subscriptions. With Ultimate, you'll now have access to Ubisoft Plus Classics in addition to EA Play.
Wait, maybe I was a little hasty. Hold the fucking phone here. You get access?
Yeah, let me justify the fucking $30. Well, we're gonna give you some Ubisoft slop, you know what I'm saying? Finally, I can pay $30 monthly for Assassin's Creed Shadows. What a day. That's exactly what I was waiting for.
To Ubisoft Classics? Oh my god, that's what I've always wanted. Access to Ubisoft Classics. Ubisoft! Yes! Oh, I can't wait to be paying $30 a month. Whee! And of course, EA Play. Who can understate the value of EA Play there? This is so silly. And I was really curious if they were going to mention the price increases in this video.
EA Play, so last year releases of Maiden and FIFA, that's great, definitely worth $30. That's so ass, bro. Oh my god, I hate it.
Here, because it's so pivotal. Like, this is a really big deal. It's not like some trivial increase of like, 50 cents. It's 50%. They have raised it from $20 to $30, and they don't make a peep. They don't mention it in this video at all. They tried to save that cold water outside of the hype of this announcement, which I think is a little scummy.
Well, yeah, because they thought that if they're not gonna mention the price, people will just keep their subscriptions, because most of the time people don't know how much they spend on their subscriptions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a friend, he pays for everything, brother. He's got HBO, he's got fucking YouTube Premium, he's got Netflix, he's got Hulu, he's got Crunchyroll subscription, he's got everything, brother. He's got a Game Pass. Like, if you don't tell him straight up that you're gonna increase the price from 20 to 30, he's not gonna cancel it. He's just gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't even know how much he's paying. But God, like the price increase is so outrageous that it didn't work, and people actually realized how much they're spending. You know what I'm saying? How much they're gonna spend. So they started just closing the subscriptions en masse. It was so bad that it crashed out, the website. So yeah, Xbox is cooked, brother. It's cooked.
I don't really like that. You should talk about the price changes too. You talked about everything else, like the name changes, which feel totally unnecessary, but that's just like corporate America where names change all the time for the most minuscule of reasons. But come on, you're not going to mention the price here? There's just nothing, there's nothing in this that screams value, that screams that this is worth it now. Previously, at the old price points of Game Pass, I thought it was a good deal. I really did think that they had a good...
It was a good deal. It was, but Game Pass Ultimate was a good deal. You got everything on Xbox, everything on PC. It was worth it, you know. Day one access, all the games, like I said, on both platforms, it was worth it.
Service that they were offering at that price point. At this, I don't see who the fuck would ever be able to like rationalize spending that kind of money for what you get.
Well, like I said, people that don't know about the price change and, you know, are unaware of all the subscriptions they're paying for, that's the only type of customers they're gonna keep. It is what it is. It's sad, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But don't forget, you can play Assassin's Creed Shadows for only $30 monthly. Isn't it glorious?
Get out of it. It doesn't make sense to me. And what also doesn't make sense to me is how Microsoft thought that this was a good idea. Like, I recognize that they're not, you know, doing amazing, but I mean, come on, like, just look at 2025 for Microsoft. It has been rough. And they've already increased prices on, like, console and everything, and now this, like, they had...
And don't forget about the Windows 10 situation, right? They're gonna discontinue support for Windows 10, like, next month? Or did it happen already? Well, I don't know. Well, basically everyone's on Windows 10. Everyone hates Windows 11. You can't just upgrade your PC to Windows 11. You need to have specific specs, you know, that not a lot of people, you know, especially budget gamers and budget users have. They're screwing themselves in the ass once again, you know what I'm saying? And they had to back down a little bit. Now you can, you know, now they allow you to install Windows 11 even on, you know, Verse or the hardware, but still, like, they don't know what they're doing, brother. It is what it is.
Had to know this was going...
But don't forget about the Ubisoft Plus. That's a deal, right there. That's a steal, my friend.
to be a big fucking miss here. I just... Like, I don't get it. It's crazy to me. Anyway, though, I just wanted to yap about this a bit. I really, and I don't mean this exaggeratory, I really don't know how much longer Xbox is even going to be around before they just pull the plug on it. It just seems like it's in such a disastrous state. They have so many things under their umbrella, but yet have so little to show for it.
Here's the deal. Microsoft is a massive, it's a juggernaut of a company, you know what I'm saying? And Bill Gates made it clear, you know what I'm saying, especially with the launch of the first Xbox, that this is his, you know, this is the child of life, you know, of Bill Gates, you know what I'm saying? He loves gaming, he wanted to make his own platform, he wanted to buy Nintendo, he wanted to buy Sega, he made his own thing, and they've been pouring money into Xbox for years, pretty much since the launch of Xbox One, right? I don't think they're gonna just stop, you know, from out of nowhere. I'm like, Xbox as a platform might not exist in the future, but they will definitely be, you know, involved in gaming because, like I said, Bill Gates made it clear that that's something he likes and he wants to do. So I don't think the whole gaming, you know, the whole gaming department of Microsoft is gonna perish. But like, yeah, the console, you know, known as Xbox might not be a thing in the next few years. It is what it is. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. $30 for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, okay? If it was banger after banger after banger with day one access, I get it. But the only game I was interested on game one is Call of Duty, and I can just buy it for $70. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh, on sale on Steam for like 30 after a month or two. You know what I'm saying? Who buys AAA games on day one anymore? Anyway, so no one. Yeah, bro, this is crazy. My name is Frenny. I nail your granny. This is sad as fuck. And yeah, that's it. See you later.